Hey guys, this is going to be a spontaneous video. I haven't really scripted or really planned it out much, but I just thought I'd do a video on kindness. And if you see my cats in the background, don't mind. So a lot of times I'll go on Facebook and people will be debating some topic. And in the debates, people will be very disrespectful and very, rude to each other. Like, laugh reacting, sending facepalm emojis, just resulting to insults, if you want to get fancy, ad hominems, rather than actually being kind and respectful. So I think it's important to be gentle when we have these types of discussions, because not everyone can emotionally take some harsh words, you know. I've been brought to tears several times because some people were being harsh about my beliefs instead of trying to understand. It's okay to have your opinion, but that doesn't mean that you should be a jerk about it. You should maybe try to understand where the other person is coming from, and then respectfully respond. Because what I'm seeing a lot on Facebook is just laugh reacting, saying things like, "You're sick," and just people getting really, really angry. When I think that for most of us with our beliefs, we really want what's best for others. We want what's best for this world. I don't think, for most of the time, I don't think when people have certain beliefs, I don't think it's evil intentions. I'm not saying everybody's beliefs are correct. Obviously that's not true. But I don't think most of the time people have wicked intentions. And so I think we should be mindful of that. And there could be a reason people react so strongly to certain things. It could be a deeply personal reason. And so a lot of times when we have debates, we stop seeing the other person as another person, but someone to win over with our words. But honestly, first of all, we can't ultimately change somebody's mind. Only God can do that. We can plant a seed, but we're not God. And I think that first and foremost, we should love others. The truth is very, very important. But if we have truth but we don't have love, we literally have nothing. And there's even a scripture in the Bible that says that. So we need to be kind to others. If you see someone on Facebook who you don't agree with, and they don't have wicked intentions, but they just post their belief respectfully and kindly. I mean, what do? Do you just laugh react? Do you spam them in the comments that they're a bad person, or they just don't care? Or do you respectfully and kindly respond? Now, here's the interesting thing. I'm 18 years old, and the past few years, I a lot of times in debates, people will say, like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a teen. You're too young. And I just think, like, so? Like, yeah, I'm young. But I do have a moral intuition, and there's a lot of things I'm able to sense. And, like, I'll be responding very, very respectfully. And people older than me will call me out because of my age, while they're mocking, laugh reacting, being super duper harsh. I remember one time in an abortion discussion, someone said, like, if you weren't a Christian, you'd be pro-choice. And I was like, actually, when I first became pro-life, I wasn't even a Christian. And they go on my page and see that I was homeschooled. And they're like, well, because you were homeschooled, you were definitely always a Christian. And I'm just thinking, well, actually say it. I didn't become homeschooled until I was 14, and I didn't become a Christian until I was 15. And originally, my homeschooling had nothing to do with Christianity. It was for different purposes than being Christian originally. I mean, I became homeschooled before I was even a Christian, and they were like, ha ha ha, you're just lying for Jesus. Everyone with a Christian testimony is just lying for Jesus. And I'm just thinking, okay, first of all, you make an assumption that I'm only against abortion because I'm Christian, and if I wasn't Christian, I'd support it. When I clear that, when I first became pro-life, it was before I was even Christian. You're like, well, because you were homeschooled, you were definitely always a Christian. And then when I clear it up, they say I'm lying for Jesus, and just like, ha ha ha. Like, they were being very disrespectful. And that's just one example. And I've definitely seen on a lot of different topics, people being very rude and harsh. And one thing I want you guys to think about when having debates on Facebook and in real life or other social media as well, but I've definitely seen most of this over Facebook. Think how you would personally feel reading the comment that you're putting out. Like, people don't want to be talked to like they're a conversion object. They want to be talked to like they're a person. And there could be a reason that they have the beliefs that they do, and it could be a deeply personal reason that you don't know. So you should definitely be kind and listen. And sometimes listen to understand. Don't just listen to respond, because in some cases they could be correct. I mean, I think that all of us, or at least most of us, are wrong in our beliefs, at least somewhere. And so I do think we should be humble if we're not 100% certain that we're right. And just be kind to each other, listen to each other, and treat people as human beings first and foremost, rather than just someone to talk your beliefs into. And don't treat those who disagree as the enemy. We don't need more of us versus them mentality. And ultimately, we need more kindness and compassion and love for those. And honestly, unkind people actually need the most love and compassion. And also, one more thing I want to add. A lot of people think that they're speaking the truth in love, but it's coming across as harsh. And just remember that some people are more sensitive than others. And so even if you're not intending to, what you're saying could come across as harsh. So I think it is it's important to be very careful. I mean, I can't count how many times I've been in tears over debates because what people said did come across as harsh. Now, that may not have been their intention every time. It may have been their intention. Obviously, I can't read everybody's heart because I'm not God, but just be careful. Look how you come across to others, and speak all truth, but speak it in love. Thank you for watching. Bye.